So now it is that your girl's recording. Let's go ahead. Let's get into this next damn video, shall we? Now, the generosity, shout outs to you. Everything is expensive. And I do mean everything. Everything within this economy as of right now. So without further ado, y'all, let's go ahead. Let's get into this video, shall we?
I have a problem. I mean, I have many problems. My hair is always a mess. My upload schedule is a mess. And I'm pretty sure the man that lives in my closet isn't my roommate, but homeless. But this problem is more important. Plus, he gives me free Twinkies, so he chill. My problem is that everything is expensive. Like everything. Food, houses, clothes, you know, all the things a human needs to live are at prices that even Psycho from Psyche K couldn't afford. It ain't even just those. Even our favorite pastimes are just costing more and more money. The movies used to be and still is one of my favorite places to go when I want the big silver screen experience.
Hell nah, bro. Going to the movies, the ticket's like $30. And that's not even including like snacks and stuff like that. When I went to go see Sonic, I think I spent over 20, maybe even close to 30 on snacks by itself. And that's not even the tickets.
Then I walk into the theater.
Don't ask me how much money it is I spent on the merch, neither. We're just gonna glance past that part and just act like I never spend any money.
And they charging damn near $20 per ticket. $10 for kids between the ages of 2 and 3. How charitable. So if you got a family with you, you most likely gonna be spending $100 just to get a seat. And you'll feel even worse afterwards after watching the movie and it turns out to be ass. I feel bad for all you parents out there paying for your family's tickets, probably thinking, dang, I should have gone out and got some milk. I'm broke. Not only that, the concession stand prices have always been high, but today it's robbery. Why does a large drink be costing me $10? Does it?
Oh God, I swear to God it do. And we're not even talking about the popcorn itself. A medium popcorn can run you a smooth $10. A large, I could never be able to finish a large. I always get a small popcorn. Unless it is I'm getting a popcorn bucket, then all right, cool. But even the Sonic popcorn bucket, that was like $35 by itself. I literally just said we're gonna act like it is I didn't spend the money on like the merch. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking too much,
Come with a meal? Or nachos at least? Nah, it's just a drink. I wanna burn this place to the ground. Large buckets of popcorn always be pricey. That's why I never considered buying those exclusive promotional buckets they have for new movies.
Fudge. You didn't have to call me out. You did not have to call me out like that. I didn't ask for that.
Cause most of the time those buckets be costing $20 more for less popcorn. Like why would I even consider buying these? I'm taking
Alright, bro.
this home with me. It's getting to a point that whenever someone wanna go see a new movie, I sometimes be thinking, nah, it'd be too expensive. We should hang out at the public library instead. It's free and there's unlimited entertainment.
Johnny, it's too big.
Also, a bit of a tangent, I hate that we have to pick our movie.
Remember how much I bought the Sonic popcorn bucket plus the Sonic popcorn bucket plus 2 drinks and the movie tickets?
Yep. I mean, hey, listen, me, you, and Babs, bro, we cashed out. But this Sonic movie, he was like, I bet this for us. Oh my God, bro.
Movie seats now. I miss one of those first people to show up to the theater, get the best seats. Cause now after the movie I paid to see finishes, I can't walk into another theater cause I might be sitting on someone else's seat. And you might say, oh, DJ, you're not even supposed to be doing that in the first place. I paid $30 to be here. I have the right to steal movies. Speaking of entertainment, these streaming.
I miss doing that. In high school, with my high school friends, bro, there used to be a Chinese buffet right across the street from the movie theater it is that we used to go to. When I tell you this, that we were going to that Chinese buffet, we were going to the Family Dollar that is next to the Chinese buffet. Get some Ziploc bags, put the food from the Chinese food in the Ziploc bag, and we sneak into the movie theater, bro. Not only was we sneaking into the movie theater, but we was also sneaking into another theater after this. We just watched the movie it is that we just snuck into. Hey, listen, bro, you gotta put yourself first. I miss doing that.
And prices are getting too much for real. I've complained about this before, but since that video, it's only gotten worse. Netflix be hiring their prices every like 2 months, and everything you actually want to watch is on different services. Oh, you want to watch that show? You gotta subscribe to Hulu. You want to watch sports? Well, you gotta subscribe to Fubo. But your specific favorite sports team don't play matches on there, so you gotta also subscribe to Peacock too. You want to watch nature documentaries? You gotta subscribe to Orangutan TV. But they only show orangutans on there. If you want to see more animals, you gotta get the multi-nature package for an extra $20 a month. Like,
what?
why? Streaming is supposed to be the easier option from cable, but me and my wallet gotta do hat tricks bouncing around between services to even find the thing I wanna watch. And some might say, well, it's higher.
I ain't gonna lie. Even though it is with YouTube, I don't care how much it is, bro. I'm spending for that premium. I'm sorry, but I am. I'm sorry. I gotta have my premium and I gotta have my Spotify. And because of the fact that I'm a student with my Spotify, I get Hulu. It may be with ads, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's something. You know what I mean? I stopped using Netflix a long time ago. You know, I got a couple websites. For all intents and purposes, you didn't hear me say that. But Disney, this is where it is. I have a problem with fucking Disney, bro. I have a problem with Disney. There's no reason why it is that Disney is bad enough that some of your shows are mid at best or just garbage. Besides Loki, WandaVision, you know what I mean, and like Moon Knight, other than the ending. And the ending for Moon Knight was garbage. But a lot of the stuff on there, garbage. Mid at best. Stop playing with my emotions, bro. There's no reason why it should be close to $20 for Disney. You want me to go ahead and pay money for Disney, Netflix, YouTube, Twitch? Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't like ads, chat. I'm sorry. That turbo be coming in handy. Yeah, it comes in handy, but it's $12 a month. $12 a month. After you think about it, and I didn't even, of course, the main one, Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll, god damn it. All of these subscriptions adds up. And I dare to say there's people who got way more subscriptions than me. These days, everything's getting expensive.
They're in demand, so higher prices. Ah, you greedy ass niggas. Y'all sounding like landlords right now. And I really like you, Netflix, but your catalogs are not good enough to be this expensive. I won't lie, the only reasons I pay for it now is because WWE Raw is on there, and I can't miss that. And because I be sharing my account with my family, and my mom be using it all the time. If it wasn't for those reasons, I'd be sailing the 7 seas. You hear that, Mom? It's your fault! I'm just kidding. I love you, Mommy. Hey. Speaking of home entertainment, homes. The housing market is a scam. The prices today for a house are insane. With the prices they're charging, you would at least think they are selling a spacious, accommodating home. But nah, in the city, it's like, yeah, we got this space at the Bronx. It's 10 square feet, the kitchen's in the bathroom, and the toilet's in the sink. We're asking for $2,000 a month for a 2-year lease. It's in.
I mean, there's some stuff in New York City where it is you can find. I've come across rent that's not $900, $1,000, $1,100. You don't need a lottery ticket in order to go ahead and qualify for these places in New York City. Believe it or not, there are some actual good places in Manhattan and Brooklyn now. And once upon a time, it is, you know, you would never be able to say that. But the Bronx is gonna always be the Bronx, bro. I don't care what anybody say. If there's one thing it is, I'm gonna go ahead and do my strays towards, is that green bastard Arby's in the Bronx, bro. I'm sorry. Those will be the main 3 things. It is, you know, like Charlemagne the God said it himself. The most craziest people it is that's gonna in this planet is gonna be from Baltimore and the Bronx. No lies detected.
High demand, it'll be gone by tomorrow, so you gonna get it or not? Hell no, I don't want this. You selling me a glorified closet for courtside ticket prices just cause it's in the city? I'd rather sleep in the back of my car. It's just as big and the heater actually works. I knew I should have got a house during the 2008 financial crisis, but nah, I was too busy being in kindergarten, playing with toys and going to Chuck E. Cheese.
I ain't even gonna cap. I think about that too, because in 2008, 2009, I was in high school. And I was like, damn, if I would have known, hey, listen, you know, I wouldn't have been 18. I didn't turn 18 until 2010. My parents gonna help me to get a house? Hey, listen, Mom, Dad, I know it is that you be watching my videos. Y'all gonna help me to get a house? Why y'all had to put yourself first? Why didn't you tell me this market was this bad?
I was such a bum. But the number one thing I'm most agitated about being expensive nowadays is food and groceries.
Bro.
I swear, the average grocery.
Bro, this is why it is. Anybody it is that's on food stamps, hey, listen. A win is a win, bro. A win is a win, bro. Me and on food stamps, a win is a win. I don't care. I do not care. I do not care, chat. I do not care. You know how expensive it is? You know how expensive it is? Bro. I want to have an honest conversation with the people that complain about eggs being $12, $10. Now, I'm a cage-free brown eggs, pesture eggs. I'm that type of girly, okay? I don't like just getting regular white eggs for some reason. And I don't mean that, I don't mean to say that, you know, to sound like condescending or anything like that, please. But I like my little cage-free, like less hormones for my eggs, please. Why in Jesus' name am I paying $12 for some eggs, bro? And if I want to go ahead and be fancy, get the 18 count, then I'm spending more. And for the people within this winter season, I know it is that spring is on its way. I have a real hot problem with y'all. Like, if I see y'all next winter, I'm bodying you in GTA, bro. Because there's no way it is. Y'all complaining about the prices of eggs, right? But every time it is that it snows out here, that's the first fucking thing it is you buy. You just said it's expensive. And somehow or another it is you buying up all the eggs? How? You just said it's expensive. You should be the main one that's just like, all right, I'm gonna skip out on the eggs. I'm gonna just keep the eggs it is that I got. You know what I mean? We get like a little bullshit couple of inches out here and the whole egg shelf is gone. Somebody's gonna have to see me.
Every trip here today is gonna cost you $100+, and half of that is going to the eggs alone. And sometimes these food companies be keeping the same prices for their products, but making their sizes smaller. I'm looking at you, Tropicana. These new bottles ain't it. They shrunk their bottles 6 ounces, and they ain't even lower the price. So you pay more money for less OJ. I am now vitamin C deficient because of this. You might say I'm tweaking over a 6-ounce difference, but I know I'm not. Let me tell you an analogy real quick. You go to your plug. All the time they give you a 3.5 for the same price. You're satisfied. One day you hit them up, they pull up, but this time they give you 3 G's instead. Not only that, they higher the price for the same thing you've always been buying. How you feel then? You feel betrayed. You feel scammed. And if you ever find yourself in that situation, to that I say, bro, call the police. Call the police on them. They obviously don't care anything about customer satisfaction. I wish I can do the same thing with Tropicana, but the cops don't take distressing calls over orange juice bottles seriously. This is exactly why I'm ACAB, bro. Not only that, fast food, an American staple that's supposed to be cheap, now be doubling prices all the time. Like the
Listen, bro. Bring back. Oh my God. I feel bad for like this generation and like the younger generation, because they're never gonna understand what the dollar menu look like, bro. And no, I'm not talking about like, you know, with this. I'm talking about this. Everything was a damn dollar. That dollar menu from McDonald's, you had $5 that you had a whole meal and a drink. You had a whole man. You can get like 2 sandwiches, a small fry, and a drink, and you be good. And a matter of fact, hold on. We need to talk to the real corporate. Chipotle. Why am I spending close to 20 schmuckaroos for a burrito or a bowl? And this is without extra guac. I got a major problem with you. I got introduced to Chipotle in 2014. I was spending like $8 at most for a damn burrito. And I was getting steak burritos. I didn't even eat steak like that. I was getting steak burritos. It was either chicken or steak, or be fancied and do a little both. Now all of a sudden it is like such a thing does not exist. Man. And then what was even better, like in Albany, when I used to go up to the Chick-fil-A, not Chick-fil-A, the Chipotle that I got introduced to. I never really got they like guac and chips because their chips are extremely salty. But I would get an adult drink too. They had Patron margaritas there. I ain't never come across a Chipotle that you can order adult type of drinks like that ever again, bro. I hate it here, bro. I hate this economy.
McDonald's dollar menu don't even exist no more. It's called the value menu now, selling sandwiches that used to cost $1 that are now almost $3. And they'll still find a way to get your order wrong. You might say, oh, they just adjusting for inflation. Don't give me that.
No.
If Arizona tea can still be 99 cents, then what's their excuse?
Type shit. The baddest of them all, Arizona never changed, never switched. You know? I never slip. I never fall. You know what I'm saying? Never. It is still 99 cents. But y'all gas stations, it is that be trying to put taxes on it. Y'all ain't shit neither. But how is it that the Arizona kept it like the realest? You know what I'm saying? The OG of OG this whole time.
It's McDonald's. They're not struggling. The only people struggling are the workers in there that are making the food. Not the people that be at the headquarters. But the fast food prices become even worse when ordering off of delivery apps. Buying a $10 meal turns into a $30 meal.
Oh,
the fees be taking advantage of us. I know this because I see it in my orders all the time.
Yep.
Let me show y'all something. Not long ago, I did an Uber Eats delivery for 2 items. One Haagen-Dazs ice cream because I'm a fatty, and one Dayquil because I was feeling a little sick. I only got these 2 items.
That's a crazy mix. Hold on. You were feeling sick and you decided to go ahead and get dairy. Something it is that will give you inflammation, extra mucus buildup. Come on, gang. Come on, bro.
Items. I know I'm ordering them to be delivered, so I know they'll be a little more expensive than usual, but you'd expect this order to be like $20 max. Now, I want you to guess how much you think this order cost me.
Like
$30? Nah. $40? No, that's too generous. This order costed me $50.
Oh my god. Oh shit. I was not expecting that. I'm sorry. I was not expecting that. How much does Dayquil? It was Dayquil or NyQuil? Either way, regardless, I got a problem. Hold on. How much is this? Dayquil price. Talk to me. And talk to me real quick. Talk to me. There's no way. How big was that bottle, bro? How? I know that Haagen-Dazs ice cream, like, you know what I'm saying? It may be under, like, you know, depending on the size, like, you know, it can't be more than 13. You know what I'm saying? You get the small one that's like 6, or you get the little baby one that's like either like $4 or something like that. How? That is egregious.
What is this? You can't justify this price to me. Is the delivery driver also gonna give me a goodnight kiss with my order? Cause that's the only justification. By the way, the delivery man did not give me a goodnight kiss when he dropped off my order. I got scammed! This shit.
When Uber Eats, they gonna make some kind of tax within the place.
You know, and what's worse, coming from somebody it is that did Uber and Lyft. Like, I used to drive Uber and Lyft back in the day. Not back in the day. Let me say, like, I started 2017 all the way up until 2020. Like, right when the pandemic became like a thing, because I was not risking it, having lupus to get sick, you know, to make extra money like that. I was not doing Uber Eats. I'm sorry. I wasn't doing Uber Eats. I wasn't doing DoorDash. If you knew how much less money that you make and that they take their, like, you know, they take taxes and stuff like that for drivers, it's disgusting. Beforehand, when I was in upstate New York in 2017, I think that they took maybe 25 cents from each ride, and then the rest of it was yours. It was either 25 cents or 50. Once I seen that they was like changing that up and like adding more, like additional like percentages of how much they was taking, I was just like, yeah, nah, yeah, this ain't for me.
should not be considered.
I remember I order one burger cost $12 and Uber Eats around that to $25 and it's just a burger.
Right. That, yeah. I can only imagine is if you DoorDashing or Uber Eat like Five Guys, bro. You know the burger itself is damn near like $20 by itself, and that's not even including the fries.
The new norm in the US. And some people seeing me complain about this might say, you're a YouTuber. Why are you complaining about this? You already got money. True.
It do not matter.
But I still
That's
like
crazy.
trying to save money, you know? Because nowadays these sales aren't even sales. This isn't adjustment for inflation. This is corporate greed. These prices aren't gonna get cheaper, especially since the owners of these companies run the country now. Literally. As long as people keep paying for these products, no matter the price hike, it'll only get more expensive. So what is my solution to this economic crisis we are dealing with right now?
Steal. No, don't do that. Don't do that. For all intents and purposes, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm joking. I'm just joking. Don't do that.
Looted.
Coming, blow New Jersey up. Bang, bang, bang.
Hey, listen, the generosity, see, he knew.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I'm just joking.
This doesn't apply to small businesses and Costco. They're goated. But I'm joking. All right, that's really all I wanted to say. I just wanted to rant about modern day prices and my low-key bad financial decisions. Hopefully my message comes across even if you don't agree. Maybe you like spending 20 bucks on eggs. Who knows? That is all. And in conclusion, I don't know. Bye.
30. I'm never paying my taxes. I'm never paying my taxes. I'm never paying my taxes.
Hey, listen, the IRS gonna come for you. You're not paying taxes, gang. Shh. Fudge. That man was drinking raw eggs. I don't care to how much of a gym girly it is that I am not doing that. I am not drinking raw eggs like that. That is nasty. But the generosity, shout outs to you. Thank you so much for the video. Shout outs to y'all in the chat. Shout outs to you at home. And I'll catch y'all in the next video.